I have to tell a story. 5 years ago, this man, Gleison Fernandes, a computer science graduate, had an idea to better access his computer. He graduated in computer science using a head pointer. Up to now, they still use this. Many of them can't use this. After he graduated, he started working on a keyboard that could be better for him to use the computer. And he developed something with 9 keys to develop the command to the computer. That's what happened to Julia. Gleison did not know that what he created was going to help many people around the world. Julia was isolated in her classroom. She couldn't communicate. Her teacher even knew that she was really learning the alphabet. And she was not inside the classroom with her classmates. She can't hold a pencil, so she can't communicate. But it's not only Gleison and Julia who are facing this challenge. Many people around the world are facing this. Maybe you know someone who is facing this. In our world, 3% of all citizens have motor disabilities. 200 million in the world. And when we talk about intellectual disabilities and all other disabilities, we have 19% of all citizens. It's almost 1 billion people in the world. This is our moonshot. We created KeyX. It got out of the mind of Gleison. KeyX is a keyboard with 9 keys, actually 11 keys because the other 2 are other functions, that can deliver the commands to the computer. And then these people can use the computer and they can unlock themselves. We also have an integrated platform, an educational platform that we can communicate, they can play, they can learn, they can make everything that they couldn't before. Julia, remember Julia? Now she's in her classroom. When she met KeyX, she got back to the class because she could communicate, she could unlock herself. She could write. She can't hold a pencil. She can't say a word, but she can use the computer. Actually, now she is a kind of superhero in the classroom because everybody wants to get besides her. This is Julia again. According to Intel, technology impacts on employment opportunities for people with disabilities. That's what's happening to Daniel. He lives in Brazil, and he can't touch the keyboard, but he's taking Java classes, just blinking his eyes. Look at that. Our mission is to give autonomy, privacy, and quality of life to these people. It's simple, but I think I have to explain this later because we are at the booth, but you couldn't read the keys there. But if you want to hit an A, you have to choose 2 commands, and you have to combine this because it's better. How could I do, for example, 100 keys that there is in a keyboard with just 9 keys? We have to combine them, and that's what Gleison did. It can even function as a mouse, because with a mouse function, you can go to the internet, so you can do everything that you want, okay? Even with the blink of an eye, we can access the computer, the keyboard. Or the press of a button, just pressing the button is what Luisa is doing. It was the first time she wrote her name and their parents didn't know that. She's not touching the keyboard, but she's writing her name. Our go-to-market is make our technology known and available for key customers in the USA, creating a culture for its use. Piloting our assistive technologies in selected markets and channels across the United States in the next 6 months. Working on our channels with partners with contracts at schools and reaching organizations for people with motor disabilities. And reaching a significant part of 10 million people with motor disabilities in the United States in the next 3 years. Our potential partners, like these people, School with Specialty, International School, K-12, they are already in the school, so we can use them. Other potential partners are foundations and organizations. Cerebral Pulse Foundation, we are already talking to them. Our end user, we can go pay-per-click, for example, with Google and Facebook. They have to know this, and we just do this by adding the advertisements. Our direct matter is 100,000 public schools. We have 1,000 occupational therapists. We have 30,000 private schools to reach those almost 10 million people here in the United States. Oh, sorry. Our costs. Today, this piece costs $350 to be built, and the selling price is $995. We have a profit of 50% today. Of course, when the profit goes up, the costs will go down, and we can do something about this. We want to reach about 150 the next years. Revenue, we want to sell about 5K in 2018 and 6K up to 2021, and we expect to make 100 million in 221. That's because we have keyboards, we have the software licensing, and we have accessories to sell. Okay. I'm going to show you some users. This video takes about 1 minute, okay? Autism. They get together. Down syndrome. See her face. Without touching the keyboard. Learning the alphabet. And loving TiX keyboard. Do you remember Julia? She also likes to play. She's in the classroom, she's learning, but she can play. And she knows when she will win. Look at her face. She wins like we want to win. So if you want to win with us, let's get together. I have one more slide. The best math student in 2016 and 2017 was her, Julia. She doesn't know how to write, she can't talk, she can't walk, but she was the best student. We are Key2Enable. My name is Rubinger.